It's been said that his legacy is complicated because of the sexual assault charge, which was dismissed in 2003, 2004. Is it complicated for you as a woman, as a WNBA player?
It's not complicated for me at all. Even if there's a few times that we've been at a club at the same time, Kobe's not the kind of guy, never been like, you know, Lisa, go get that girl or tell her or send her this. I have other NBA friends that are like that. Kobe's, he was never like that. I just never have ever seen him being the kind of person that would do something to violate a woman or be aggressive in that way. That's just not the person that I know.
But Lisa, you wouldn't see it though. As his friend, you wouldn't see it.
And that's possible. I just don't believe that. And I'm not saying things didn't happen. I just don't believe that things didn't happen with force.
Is it even a fair question to talk about it, considering he's no longer with us and that it was resolved? Or is it really part of his history?
I think that the media should be more respectful. At this time, it's like if you had questions about it, you've had many years to ask him that. I don't think it's something that we should keep hanging over his legacy. I mean, it went to trial.
Yeah, with the cases, it was dismissed because the victim in the case refused to testify, so it was dismissed.
And I think that's how we should leave it.
It is interesting to me.
I've been up reading the comments about the interview I did with Lisa Leslie about Kobe Bryant. And I know that if I had only seen the clip that you saw, I'd be extremely angry with me too. I am mortified, I'm embarrassed, and I am very angry. Unbeknownst to me, my network put up a clip from a very wide-ranging interview, totally taken out of context, and when you see it that way, it's very jarring. It's jarring to me. I didn't even know anything about it. I started getting calls. What the hell are you doing? Why did you say this? What is happening? I did not know what people are talking about. So I've been told, or I've been advised, to say nothing. Just let it go. People will drag you. People will troll you. It'll be over in a couple of days. But that's not good enough for me, because I really want people to understand what happened here and how I'm feeling about it. I reached out to Lisa because I know that she's a longtime friend of Kobe's, to talk about his legacy and their friendship. We had a really wide-ranging interview, talked about many things: his career, his passion, his sense of humor, the way he was mentoring other people, how he was starting his next chapter. It was wide-ranging. And yes, we talked about that court case, because that court case has also come up. And I wanted to get Lisa's take on it as a friend who knew him well, what she thought, where that should stand. And I thought it was very powerful when she looked me in the eye as a member of the media to say it's time for the media to leave it alone and to back off. During the course of the interview, I asked follow-up questions because I wanted to make sure that her position and perspective were very clear. And at the end, when she said it's time to leave it alone, as I said, I thought that was powerful. And I insisted that part be in the interview, because I thought that it put a nice button on that part of the conversation. When the interview aired, we got a great reaction to it. I talked to Lisa last night. I believe that Lisa was okay with the interview. And I felt really good about the interview, So for the network to take the most salacious part, when taken out of context, and put it up online for people who didn't see the whole interview, is very upsetting to me. And that's something I'm going to have to deal with them. And there will be a very intense discussion about that. I also want to say this. I have been with Kobe Bryant on many social occasions. He was very kind and very warm to me, and I felt that we had a friendly relationship. I too am mourning his loss, just like everybody else. I still am shocked by it. It's tragic and untimely, and the last thing I would want to do is disparage him at this particular time. And I hope people understand that. And that's why I'm taking this time to speak to you directly. I've never done one of these before. I've never done one of these before, but this was so important to me that I felt I had to say something. I don't want to sit up on a set and read a prepared remark. I wanted you to hear exactly where I'm coming from and how I'm feeling, and to let everybody know that no disrespect intended. And now I've got to go to work. I thank you for listening.
So let's speak on it, man. You know, this Gayle King shit, man. When she going out to Kobe Bryant, man, I saw the video. Um, she first went in on Kobe, asking Lisa, you know, about a rape charge. Then when she said, well, you know, he's not a rapist. I know he's not. It's my friend. I know him since I was 18, blah, blah, blah. You know, she goes, well, he's your friend, though. So don't think that, you know, the only reason you don't think he's one, because he's your friend. And basically, you know, she trying to push her to say something bad about Kobe. And you know what? I blame black people. Let me explain to you why. Because she felt comfortable doing that to Kobe. And you want to know why? Because y'all let her get away with it when it was R. Kelly. Am I saying R. Kelly is innocent? No way in hell. He's guilty as shit. But when you guys let her get away with it with R. Kelly, and she seen the reactions that she was getting from when she did it to R. Kelly during his interview, then she said, okay, Kobe Bryant did, and certain people are bringing up the rape allegations, so let me try to bring this up. You see what I'm saying? She's like, it worked the first time with R. Kelly, it'll work again. Except this time it backfired because Kobe Bryant's not R. Kelly. R. Kelly, don't get me wrong now. R. Kelly's a great man. He a lot of hit songs. He wrote a lot of hit songs for people too. But he just ruined all that the moment that he started all this bullshit with the women and the girls and stuff. Which is kind of sad too, because it's like, damn, why did one of the greatest singers and songwriters ever, and then he's black too, who wrote for Mariah Carey, B2K, Whitney Houston, Britney Spears, I mean, like a host of people. He wrote for all of them, and he had to be the one that turned out to be a monster. So it's like, damn, man, why couldn't it be some little unknown dude? You know what I mean? So that's kind of embarrassing. But Gayle said, hey, if it worked with him, you know, it'll work with Kobe. So she tried it with Kobe. Difference is, everybody loved Kobe. Kobe ain't do nothing wrong. Now, what I also hate about people is that when they do stuff without actually doing research. Now, if you want to know why people still love Kobe after the rape allegations, let me explain to you why. And this is what you should have looked up, Gayle King, before you did this bullshit. First of all, the lady who accused him had sex with 3 other people that day. The cum they found in her and on her wasn't Kobe's. Not only that, but she was recorded and everything saying that she made up the allegations to try to get some fame. And also her friends came forward and said that she been planning to frame Kobe Bryant and basically say that he raped her uh, days, almost a week ahead of before it actually happened. And that's why they dropped the case against him. That's why prosecutors did not pursue the case. Do you really think that that man, a black man now, and a black celebrity at that, can get away with raping a white woman in America? 50 years ago, if he would have been accused of this, he wouldn't even went to trial. They would have drug him out of his house, no matter how rich and famous he was. They would drug him out of his house, probably shot him a couple times, and then hung him up on a tree. And then after they hung him, after the lynching was done, they would have set him on fire. So fast forward to now, there's no way in hell he would have got away with that. So he never raped that woman. The only people that's saying that he raped is stupid ass people who didn't do no research. They just going off what they heard in the media instead of actually going through the public records and see where she got caught in her lies and then finally admitted she lied. And then her friends came forward and said, hey, she was planning on this whole thing where she told us that basically she was going to have sex with Kobe Bryant and then she was going to accuse him of rape and, to try to get some publicity and try to get some money, da da da. Then there's friend that she was on, she's schizophrenic. She's supposed to be on meds. She wasn't on meds either. So you got this bipolar, schizophrenic woman running around accusing this man of rape. And it's sad. We're black people. And, my problem is also is the fact that Oprah and Gayle only do this to black people. R. Kelly, Kobe, black. Russell Simmons, which she finally backed out of the documentary about him, but he's black. Michael Jackson, that documentary, that fuck ass documentary where they made up a bunch of lies and then the police, they basically look at the timelines and all the rest of the stuff and they figured out that everybody in the documentary lied. That little, what's it called, Finding Neverland or some bullshit, whatever the documentary was. Point is that they only do this to white people. Now, black people. All the white people, on the other hand, they don't do this to. She's literally friends with Harvey Weinstein. And he then raped all these women, touched all these women. She has not once tried to make a documentary about this dude. Instead, she stands by him. But let your nigga ass do something. Oprah would fire your ass up, put you on a documentary so goddamn quick. See, that's wrong, man. You go after your own people, man. Like they say, it be your own people, man. And that's pretty messed up. And like you supposed to be for black people, man. But instead, she's out here cooning. Like that's pretty sad. It's pretty messed up, man. You know, I don't know what to say, man. Like it's terrible, and I think Kobe family should get in her ass personally. Let me know what y'all think though in the comments.